We've been on a visit to Runway Training in Kent. They're a long-standing centre of ours and we've worked with them for a number of years, but we've heard about a new innovative project that they've been working on, which we were quite excited to find out more about. So it brings together different elements. There's digital skills, business and entrepreneurship, and employability all blended in with the programme that they're offering learners there.
The programme started last year and the initial programme was acquired to try and get people that were prolific gamers and maybe spend so much time in front of a screen out of the house and into sort of an environment, a group environment, to try and encourage them to actually move away from that gaming experience. And the idea of using drones equated to the gaming so they could actually relate to it. So it gave them a good key into flying drones. We ran that first course last year, which was really successful. We really engaged well with the young people involved and had some really good outcomes at the end of it.
The initial idea was that we take referrals from the local job centre for those that struggle a little bit with social interaction, social anxiety, sort of mental health issues also. So we have an initial assessment with each learner, finding a little bit about their strengths, their weaknesses, the challenges they're finding, bars to employment and social interaction. Then we work with them on a one-to-one basis, as well as in a group setting, to see how we can best help them overcome the challenges. And it's just setting them up as best we can for a successful future, employment-wise and sort of social interaction-wise.
When we first got here on day one, everyone was very subdued, nervous, I guess, which I kind of get. And then within the second hour, they all started talking together and everything. We explained what we was doing the drone work, show them how to use drones, how to use it in industry, hopefully start a business with it.
It's a very fun course, it's very uplifting and whatnot, and it's very fun. But I think just like getting the soft skills built up, like the confidence building and stuff like that, because drones is something I definitely want to continue using, but you don't want to work until you've got your confidence up. So I think that's been quite valuable.
Soft skills is a big thing. We found that teamwork and social confidence come on leaps and bounds for these learners. They've had a chance to develop their skills, their drone flying skills. They've learnt a little bit about their health and safety, how to take those skills into potential job roles. Really a sort of kind of holistic program. So we're offering those technical skills as well as those soft skills also.
Most of the people that arrive on the course have got no practical experience with drones or have had none. They may have an interest in it. What we do is we're not giving any official training. What we're doing is we're just giving them an understanding of what you can and can't do with drones and the basic law that involves around drones with the Civil Aviation Authority, so that they've got a really good standing when they move on. So the course is structured with a little bit of classroom based and as much flying as we can, depending on the weather. For each of the people coming on the course, they do sit a small assessment with the Civil Aviation Authority and they get their own flyer ID, which is now required to fly. And then we take the drones out, which are all sub 250 grams, very small drones, and we take them outside and fly them and show them the legalities of what they can do, the parameters of where they can fly and how high and far they can fly. And then we also do a little bit of work with the drones internally. So we bring the drones inside with the small little internal drones and give them an understanding of how they can be used in workplaces and for future employment.
My personal goals was always to continue with photography, but looking at the media changes, especially within the last 5 years maybe, I definitely want to get into video, but I had no idea how, whether to use a camera or something else. But when this opportunity came along, I was like, I'm going to try it, see what I think. If I don't like it, there's obviously alternatives, but I've really enjoyed it and I think it'll be a great stepping stone to get further ahead. It's a very small group at the moment, so they've really managed to tailor it down individually, and we've had a lot of one-on-one chats, and obviously we've all got different goals, but they've been really good at giving us advice and strategies to go forward. And there's different softwares that you can go on to check for the conditions of drones, and they've gone through the fact you need a risk assessment and stuff, so we all know the legal side as well as health and safety and all of that, which is really helpful.
We've been a little bit taken aback by the success of the project in terms of the amount of learners that were going on to maybe further education and employment from the course. So we thought initially it would be a concentration on those soft skills, but we found that the employment outcomes are very, very successful. It just goes to show You don't need something that is tailored really specifically to a particular trade.
NCFE are really pleased to be working with Runway Training. They've offered a number of different qualifications of ours for a number of years. And it's really interesting to see how different centres use the qualifications in different ways. There's not just one way of delivery. There's obviously a lot of options out there of how we can involve students, motivate students, and help raise aspirations as well. And I think this is a great example of doing that because it brings in all of these different elements of entrepreneurship and business and digital skills and employability as well. They can also take additional upskilling as well. They can do functional skills if they needed to. They can have a think about where else they might like to go with their careers or with their further study. I think it's a really exciting programme that they're offering. And the skills that they're developing from this particular program goes directly into the workplace. So it really helps with upskilling in the digital skills gap. It'll really help small businesses take off as well, with more learners being able to develop those skills for flying drones, which ordinarily they might never have considered before. And I think it's great to see how they can work with our qualifications to be able to offer something so interesting and obviously have great employment outcomes at the end of it as well.